It is Monday here in Atlanta, Georgia. We have a little bit of snow on the ground, which is considered very cold for us. And but back in action here, I'm going to walk you through a build that we have not listed that's for sale in stock and in a very unique color. And it is that matte gray truck right there. And before we do that, I'll swing around and show you a couple of builds we have in progress. Midnight blue over here. Jay, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Another midnight blue with stripes and white trim. This one here is no stripes and black trim. This is also freshly listed root beer macadamia metallic. So I'm going to show you a very, very rare color combination, which is matte gray. We call it frozen graphite. If you are looking for something that is classic but also modern, blends both, not only do you have modern technology, modern drivetrain, modern safety features, but this one right here has black, Raven black grille. You've got Raven black for the bumpers, wheels, and this paint job right here is a frozen graphite. Really, really extremely difficult to execute well. And it's not a wrap, it's actual real paint. And we only ever did 2 of these on this modern chassis. And then check out the inside. Worn glove, really beautiful. You got matte gray dash. There's your black soft top with the moonroof on. All of your hardware is satin black. And take a look at the truck from back here. This really is one of my favorite kind of setups here, which we rarely do. A lot of them you see, like this one right here, very, very classic, chrome, stripes. And then you've got this guy right here, just a stunning truck. So if you're not into the super classic vintage look, but you love the body style, this one could be for you. And it is a 2024 pre-owned, super low miles, twin turbo V6 Roush performance package. Has just about every single option. About 350 horsepower, over 400 pound-feet of torque. It's got the Fox coilover suspension, 17-inch forged aluminum wheels. And let's take a look at the inside. There's your power steps. And of course, you've got the classic window crank that powers your windows. And the details inside are just stunning. Diamond stitch on worn glove. You've got your Alcantara right here. And back here, you've got your back seats. If you have kids, has a latch system so you can put your booster seats and car seats in and get the permission slip from the wife. And also has modern safety features. Of course, everything we build today is not a restoration or rest-a-mod. They all are built on a 2024, 2025, 2026 chassis, and therefore you have 6 airbags. You've got your airbag right here, side impact seat mounted as well. You've got your curtain airbags that give you protection by your head all the way to the rear passengers. And then same on the other side, you've got an airbag mounted right here in the front dash. Check that out. There's your airbag warning to let you know you have airbags. Your other airbag is your curtain airbag on the passenger side. Same thing, protection by your passenger side head, and gives you rear passenger protection as well. And then of course your 6th airbag is your seat mounted airbag on the other side right here, giving you a total of 6. So again, this is not a restoration. We used to build restorations and rest-a-mods. They were really, really nice. In fact, this is one of them right here. But the difference, it happens to be matte black as well. The difference between these two, although they are similar in nature, could not be more different. And I'll stand here and I'll give you a side-by-side comparison so you can understand. So rest-a-mod, restoration, very, very different from a 2025, 2024, 2026 modern car chassis. So let's talk about dimensions. The track width of this modern vehicle right here is going to be wider than the track width of this rest-a-mod. Seems small, but big deal. Here, on this matte gray truck, you have independent front suspension, IFS, which is what pretty much every modern car in your garage, especially this price point, has, unless you're like a big time off-roader. Whereas this right here has solid axles. And so the ride quality, the handling, and just the overall difference in steering feel is going to be very, very different in this vehicle because it has old geometry compared to this one. And the biggest difference in ride quality, handling, steering, and just comfort overall is going to be the wheelbase. So the wheelbase on this matte gray truck sitting on a 2024 platform is 100.4 inches. Let me show you side by side with this one, 92 inches, which is the old school 1960s truck geometry. And so now think about the 8-inch difference in wheelbase right here versus the 8-inch longer wheelbase right here, 100.4 versus 92. And then you add the solid axles versus IFS, independent front suspension. Then you add the wider track width, and I can tell you that the way this vehicle handles is completely night and day compared to this Restomod. Big deal. And we built these and they were very, very nice. I can tell you the craftsmanship, the fit and finish, the quality is beautiful. However, it can never compare to this because this is a modern vehicle. And we just took, instead of attempting to make this old car more modern, we took a modern car platform and then built a classic inspired vehicle on top of it, giving you the best of both worlds. So not only will it drive like your normal modern car, Range Rover, G-Wagon, whatever it is you're used to, it also has the safety features that I just went over, so you don't have to make any compromises on that. And if you have kids, grandkids, family, rear passengers, and front passengers, and if you're just driving it, you're going to want the modern safety features. So I showed you the 6 airbags. The other difference that the Restomods and restorations don't have is going to be what's underneath the sheet metal. And underneath the sheet metal here, you have crumple zones. Crumple zones designed and engineered to crumple around you in the event of an accident, which is what you want. Whereas with this Restomod restoration, you don't have any crumple zones. And then there's electronics that keep you out of trouble. Like down here, you have traction control, anti-lock brakes. Here, no traction control, no anti-lock brakes. Big deal, especially if you're going to drive it, and especially if you want to drive it in all weather. So snow, rain, freeway, very, very unlikely that if you slam on the brakes that you wouldn't slide or spin, whereas this is going to keep you out of trouble. That's what the new modern cars do. Up here, you have behind the grille sensors for pre-collision assist, which will flash and beep and warn you if the car in front of you is stopping abruptly, and also emergency braking as well. And then of course LED lights all throughout, and roll sensor and stability control. There's a functional roll bar as well that is tied to the chassis. All things that you don't really think about in your modern car, because modern cars, they all just come with that included, but the restoration Restomods, they don't. And so after getting lots of feedback from our customers, after we built these beautiful trucks, they said they wanted something that A, drove like their modern car, Range Rover, G-Wagon, Urus, Bentayga, Cullinan, Cadillac, Escalade, A, and then B, because almost all of our customers have kids, grandkids, family, they wanted safety features. And no matter what we did on the restoration Restomod, you can never retrofit safety features. And so building on that modern car platform, really, really important, big deal. And then you really get the best of both worlds. In this case, with a very modern kind of styling cues, with the matte paint, the black trim, the black grille, it really gives you this very kind of, sinister, murdered out, aggressive look, but you still have those classic lines. And this body, so brand new American-made steel. And when you go with brand new steel, you have a few options. What we did was we stamped these in Detroit, here in the US, using real American-made steel, and that allows you to not just have perfect lines and gaps, but you also can control the supply chain, which allows us to not rely on overseas vendors for steel and risk of supply chain delays. So when we build a vehicle and we give our clients a commitment on time, it's really, really important that we deliver that on time, and having that control over these classic inspired body panels is a big, big deal. And you don't have any rust, and we have parts as well in the future if you ever needed to, we got an accident. We own the molds, we own the tooling, and the big thing about the body that you have to know is, remember, this Restomod here, short wheelbase, narrow track width, very short vehicle. This right here, longer. And so the cars today, when you compare them, they're bigger, wider, and longer for a reason, because as time evolved from the 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way to 2026 today, the vehicles got bigger, wider, longer, they're safer, and then on top of that, underneath the sheet metal, you have all the crumple zones and safety features, airbags, traction control, and so this is a really, really nice low mileage truck. We haven't listed it anywhere yet. It is for sale, so if you're interested, text or call our team. They can walk you through the vehicle, give you all the specs. We also take trades, and we offer financing as well. And so let us know what you have. We can put a number on it. Other options here I'll walk you through as well would be, you've got automatic, 10-speed automatic transmission, dual zone climate control. You got all your technology here, keyless entry, remote start. You have 12-inch touchscreen navigation, which has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have cruise control as well as hands-free operation, so you can change the music, make phone calls, noise canceling, Bluetooth mic, works really, really well. And then while I'm up here, standing on the step here, you can see the soft top. And the soft top right now, it is enclosed. And I'll show you how easy it is with one hand on the phone. I can very quickly shut this. And let me show you what it looks like from the inside. And so I've got my right hand here on the phone, and then all I'm going to do is push on that. I will reach over here with my other hand, and what's nice about this is I can easily, let me shut that so you can hear me a little bit better, and I can shut that, and you've got completely sealed header seal here, and we water test every single one of these. So depending on where you live, I just got done talking to a client who said he was up in Maine, and it used to be that back when we were building the restorations and Restomods, hardly anybody would buy them and drive them in the winter because they didn't have all the modern safety features and traction control and all that. But the nice thing with this is that you really could drive it every day if you wanted to, in the rain, in the snow, on the freeway, and not have to think twice about it. So big deal. So here I am sitting inside. I'm going to release that. I'm going to reach over here and release this one, and then with one hand right here, I can easily go into open mode, which is really, really nice. So closed, open, and if you want to take the whole top off, you could do it in under 5 minutes. And this is what she looks like with the top fully enclosed. So text or call our team. If you're on Instagram, you can DM us as well, and we'll walk you through the whole vehicle, show you all of the options, and if you want to custom build one, that is an option as well, and we can walk you through what that looks like. But if you want something that's ready to go soon, low mileage, we're going to go through our whole recertification process to ensure that everything is good to go, and it has our full bumper-to-bumper warranty as well, then this is a great option. On our website, vintagemodern.com, you'll find a few other vehicles listed, and then we have some that are unlisted as well. So your best bet is to talk to a live person. They'll walk you through what we have in stock, and then walk you through our build process as well, answer your questions. And again, if you have a trade or you want to finance, we can offer that up as well. So here she is, frozen graphite, in stock now, 2024, low miles, and just about every single option, and looks amazing in this matte gray frozen graphite color, all black trim. This thing is just mean, and very, very, very nice. So our team's standing by. You can reach out to us and we'll tell you all about it. I'm gonna zip over here and show you just a couple other builds that we have up for grabs, and give you some updates too of what else we're working on. So we've got this midnight blue truck right here in our detail station, and I love this color combination with the Wimbledon white. You've got your chrome trim, vintage stripes, Wimbledon white accents including on the roll bar, Wimbledon white soft top as well. Just look at how classic this one looks compared to that matte gray look. Really, really different. Can't go wrong either way. Very few vehicles can wear different colors and still pull it off. So let's see here. This midnight blue truck, I want to say 3269. This right here, oh, 3267. All right. Well, I don't want the customer to freak out and have me tell him it's the wrong one. So we'll circle back to this one here. 3267. Okay, this is Matt's truck, and Matt is the one who is out in California and upgrading from his M8 competition. This is going to be his daily driver, so I'm pretty sure that it's just about ready, and our team can tell you when it's going to ship, Matt, if you're watching. But what a beautiful, beautiful truck. You're going to love this. And Southern California, I used to live in LA. You really can't go wrong with one of these, and you could drive it every day and not even think twice about it. So I'm excited that this is going to be your daily driver, and great job on the specs, Matt. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. And then check it out, even down to the brake calipers. Brake calipers are also midnight blue, which is a nice touch. And this right here, Matt went with the bigger tires and bigger lift as well. So this has the Fox coilover suspension with the 35-inch tires. So instead of going with 33, you got the 35. If you like something bigger, kind of more truck-like, more kind of aggressive off-road feel, then this is a good way to do it. One of these days, we'll pull one of these next to one that's not lifted on 33s, and you can see the size difference. All right, Matt, just a matter of time now. So congratulations, and can't wait to hear about your delivery, and counting down the hours at this point. All right, let's keep going here. So this one right here, this is midnight blue, and 3270. This is Joe's. Joe is also out in California, and Joe also went with midnight blue. But get this, let's say Joe did pull up to where Matt is. I'm very sure they're in different places, but let's say they did. Take a look at the difference between these two trucks. This one has, on Joe's, a raven black grille with all black trim, bumpers, hardware, wheels, no stripe, and a tan soft top. And then you look over here at Matt's. Just two very, very different looks. And what's great is you have so many different colors and options that you can really make it your own. And you go to our configurator right now if you want, vintagemodern.com, and go build your own. And on there you'll see 30 different paint colors, including paint to sample. You'll see multiple trim options from chrome to black to white. And inside you'll have the option of 12 different leather colors. Here's Jonathan trying to drive off. I'm on his way. And here we go. Check them out back to back. So here's Matt's lifted on 35s. Here's Joe's with 33s. And again, just two very different attitudes. So cool to be able to see them side by side. So Joe, your truck is looking good. I love the black trim, and excellent choice on the interior. Got the teak wood as well. And this one should be moving right through the process as well. All right, so David in Oregon. Well, my guess is if David has orange and he's from Oregon, maybe he's a Beavers fan, Oregon State Beavers fan. I went to Oregon. I'm a Ducks fan, so I won't hold it against you, David. So this is Grabber Orange, 1960s style paint color. Looks super vintage, and right now this has a test top on it. So if you see our vehicles in test miles, and the top looks like half black, half tan or whatever, that is just a test top while we're doing the road miles here. So David, super excited about this color. I would be too. And went with the Focal premium audio system. Check out the worn glove with the woven tuxedo inserts. Really, really nice. What a great looking combination. And you did great with the black trim and bright orange with raven black for the grille. Never done this color combination before. And again, you can see how different each one is. There's 33 million permutations on the configurator. We counted. It's actually probably more than that right now. So you'll never see another one like it. And each one just very tailored and custom for their clients. So go to our website, vintagemodern.com, go to our configurator, and you can play with all the different colors and options. All right, so looking great here, David. And if you are a Beavers fan, go Ducks. That's all I gotta say. All right, let's see here. We got boxwood green, and boxwood green here is on the alignment rack. And this is, let's see, 3272. This is Ryan's. Ryan out in Massachusetts. And Ryan is the one whose dad is a client of ours. And Ryan didn't even know his dad bought a truck from us. Came over for dinner one night, drove it, saw it, loved it, fell in love. And for him, he was in the market for a fun car, something for his family, but he needed car seats. I've been here before. I've had just about every cool car you can have that allows car seats, because I used to be a two-seater Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Ferrari, McLaren kind of guy. And then my kids came along. I was like, well, shoot, I want to hang out with them too. And my wife was definitely like, no, you're not strapping a car seat in the Lamborghini, okay? So she won that battle, and I shifted my car consumption from all these two-door, two-seater cool sports cars, which are a lot of them, right? Most of the cars out there are two-seater. And I had to look for good four-seat options. Well, let me tell you something. There's not a lot of good four-seat options. And my guess is Ryan went through that, and then it's like, okay, well, shoot, what can you buy that is still cool, still fun to drive, but your kids can come along with you? Because if you guys have kids, you know what that's like. You don't want to work all day to be able to buy something like this and then not be able to hang out with your kids. It just feels, not right. And so Ryan, his big deal was that he needed something that he could put car seats in. And not only can you put car seats in there because there's a latch system, I won't show it to you, but it's back there. And you know what I'm talking about, the little black tether things that you snap your booster seat, car seat in. Not only does it have that, which classic cars don't have, this is not a classic car, and it's not even a restoration or a restaurant. It's a modern vehicle that we made look classic. And my guess is Ryan probably has a mother of his children who has a big opinion about safety features. Well, that would rule out all the restorations and restaurants, including the ones we used to build. And I always hated that when we had customers that wanted our restoration or restaurant, and then they say, my wife won't let me. My wife won't let me because it doesn't have modern safety features, we have young kids, and she just doesn't feel right. And you know what? You can't blame them for that. And my wife was the exact same way. And that is the story behind the company. It led me to go, okay, well, if our customers aren't purists, they're not collectors, and they're definitely not mechanics, they don't want to fix anything, and they have kids, and they're used to really, really nice cars at the 200, 250, 300,000 price point. They're used to driving a Range Rover G-Wagon. They don't want to settle on drivability. They definitely don't want to be stuck on the side of the road, have issues, breakdowns, leaks, squeaks, rattles. And they're used to luxury. And the big thing is, behind almost every man's car purchase is a woman with an opinion, including my wife. And that's why after the 40th car that I bought, I quit asking her. I just started surprising her with it, which is a great way to do it, by the way. So pro tip for you guys out there who who have to run your cars by your wives, I just decided it was better to beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission. But kidding aside, half kidding, a vehicle that is built on a modern car chassis like Ryan's right here, that has modern safety features, modern car geometry, modern car driving characteristics, latch system, airbags, crumple zones, and crash tested and FMVSS compliant, that is far, far easier to be able to pull the trigger, especially when you have kids and family. and you got to get the permission slip from the wife. I've been there. And so let me show you part of it. So Ryan drove his dad's truck, knew it had safety features, saw the latch system, enough room for his family. But this right here is our FMVSS compliance label. So we went through FMVSS, Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards, which means this vehicle was crash tested physically, blew the airbags, front, side, and rear, and is compliant with today's standards. No classic car or restoration could ever pass those. Big deal. So, when our customers stopped becoming, in the early days, there were, guys that were just like super into cars and always wanted an old car. And so we did restoration. But as the market, our audience of customers shifted to people who are not hardcore purists, and they were really just people that love classic design and wanted all the things you find in your normal modern car, it was very obvious that what they wanted was a classic inspired luxury vehicle. And we were the first company at this scale and level of quality to be able to build these on a 2025 26 modern chassis, and it gives you the best of both worlds. So Ryan, super excited for you. I know you already have driven your dad, so you know what to expect, but I'm just excited for you to be able to have something that you're going to be able to drive with your family and feel confident, because this is why we built it. We built it for you. So really looking forward to it. This truck right here is in our alignment rack. And then I believe tomorrow we'll be wrapping all of the sensitive parts for road tests, and then it'll be in our inspection tunnel, which I'll take you over to now. So every day these move forward. Everything is built on standard operating procedures with very specific tack times, and the tack times for every station is off right now. Allows us to be extremely accurate in predicting how long each station, each task, every build will take, down to the day. And so barring anything like snow and ice like last week where we had to shut down Monday, every single day we come in and the vehicles move forward. So really big deal if you're trying to buy a birthday present, a graduation present, IPO, M&A, retirement, bar mitzvah, we get it. These things, the timing matters. And who wants to wait and be late? I hate that. And at one point in time, I can tell you we were, because we didn't have the level of precision in process that we did. And I'll tell you, most builders, they don't have SOPs. I know, because I've toured some really high-end places. I won't say which ones. And I was always like scratching my head like, wow, you guys don't have SOPs? Well, anyway, SOPs allows you to build quality into the vehicle, not inspect for it at the end. And back to tack time allows you to know exactly how long it's going to take. Okay, this build, I know we're not supposed to be biased, but I just want to tell you, Elizabeth and Greg out in Virginia, a new factory favorite here. This is a custom paint to sample color that we've never done before. So we offer 30 paint colors, but in addition to the paint colors, you can go with paint to sample. Paint to sample means virtually anything you want, we can make. And I really love paint to sample because it allows you to pick your favorite color that doesn't exist or does exist. It could be from an old family heirloom, like, I don't know, an old vase that your great-great-grandmother gave you. We can actually color match anything with our technology and send you spray outs. And this client, look at this here. This is called Light Sage Metallic. And it was Elizabeth and Greg. They came to the factory. They saw all the colors. They said, you know what? We want to really do something special and different and unique. So paint to sample, highly recommend. And if exclusivity is important to you, not that you see a lot of these out there, we build 1/10 of the production volume of, say, a Porsche GT3 RS. So GT3 RS, even the new one that is out right now, they make 2,500 of those a year by Porsche, and we make 250 a year. So a 10th. You're 10 times more likely to see a Porsche GT3 RS on the streets than a modern classic truck built by Vintage Modern. But if you really want something nobody else has, go paint a sample like these guys did. What a beautiful color. I don't know if you call it like a taupe or almond, but it is stunning, and everybody's just freaking out over it because we just love seeing unique builds. They went with a gloss raven black roll bar. Check out the interior. I hope you guys are watching because this is the first time probably you'll have seen this. If I can get that off, take a look at that. Woven jet black leather. Actually, this looks like maybe black rock. Sorry, I don't want to say it wrong. This combination we've never done. You got woven inserts here, and take a look. You've got your beautiful sage metallic dash, a little bit of metallic in there. Look at these seats, just absolutely stunning. I know we do a lot of brown, a lot of ball glove, a lot of worn glove, but take a look at the black interior on this. Such a beautiful spec. And this right here, if it's not covered in leather, then it's covered in Alcantara. And this is like a suede-like material. We spared no expense. Everything is wrapped in one of the two. So when you talk about luxury and you're used to a Range Rover or a G-Wagon, I will say this with high confidence. I have both of those. I actually drove both of them over the weekend, and I love both of those cars. I've had 11 G-Wagons, I think like 6 or 7 Range Rovers. High quality, really, really nice. But everybody's got them. I mean, just driving around even in the north suburbs of Atlanta, it's not like I'm in Miami or LA, they're everywhere. But driving one of these, not only is it unique, rare, and very, very different, the fact that you can customize down to the stitching color and the dash color and the roll bar and the interior. You have 12 different leather colors. You have this woven insert. You have diamond stitching. You have pleated stitching. There's tuxedo, which is the black and white, like David from Oregon with the orange one has the black and white checkered. Then there's a Schumacher as well, where we do the plaid, where you can choose from a few different Schumacher fabrics. So just a lot of customization. And the fit and finish and the quality, I can tell you, will meet or exceed your expectations. And if you have a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, drove mine yesterday, really, really nice vehicle. So your standards will be super high, right? Almost anything you buy is going to be below your standard. We spared no expense, and we were maniacal about the details. Every stitch, every thread, all the parts. These are billet aluminum, which you'll never see hardly on a production vehicle. All billet aluminum. The body, brand new American-made steel, would have been way cheaper, easier to not have gone with steel. But we never worried about the easy way, the cheaper way, the faster way. What we really focus on was how do you build the finest piece of art, classic-inspired luxury vehicle that customers who know what good look like, when they get in, they'll go, damn, this is on par, equal to, or maybe even better than anything you own in your garage. That's a big claim. I'll let you guys decide. Read the reviews. Go to Google, look at vintage modern reviews, and you'll see the type of customers that have the Lamborghini Urus, the Range Rovers, the G-Wagons, the Cullinans, and they'll tell you, I even have customers that have Bugattis and Koenigsegg's too. The details, the fit and finish, it will blow your mind. And all this right here, handcrafted by our team of artists. We don't call them workers. I don't like it when people call them workers. I'll meet people and they go, oh, well, how many workers do you have? Well, we have 150 artists, engineers, missionaries, passion-driven people that work everywhere from design to engineering to assembly to front office, back office, marketing, sales. And they all share one thing in common. They all have very diverse backgrounds and skill sets. But the one thing they have in common is passion. They love the product. They love the brand. They love being here. They love what it is we do. It makes a big, big difference. Imagine you're in sales or marketing and you believe in the product because you know it is the best the market has to offer. It just makes selling it way, way easier. And as a sales guy myself, I never wanted to sell something that I didn't believe in, so I never did. A, and then B, trying to put this back here because I don't want to mess with it. Kind of hard to do with one hand. Okay, I'll get some assistance here. I never wanted to sell a product I didn't believe in. But more importantly, I just never wanted to have a company that had a product that was like everybody else's. And so listening to customer feedback and just really understanding what it was they wanted and didn't want, even if it meant it was hard, even if it meant it was a lot of change and we had to make a big, big bet on the future, we did it because you want to make some money, go build something and market it and sell it, right? Maybe you'll do it for a little while. you really want to build a great company, your customers have to love the product. They can't just like the product. And that's why we took a huge bet on this, because it would have been easy to keep going with restoration and Restomod. And what we did, instead of restoration and Restomod, which is what those two are, we built a true, fully modernized, classic-inspired vehicle. You can see the chassis underneath. You've got the confidence down here of your investment, knowing that when you're driving around on the freeway with your family, in traffic, let's say it's raining, harsh conditions, whatever, you've got the peace of mind and the confidence of knowing that you have today's technology, today's engineering, today's safety features that's going to, drive just like your normal car. You don't have to think about it. And then we go crazy with the luxury because you're bougie, admit it. You're used to luxury. And by the way, you earned it. And to be able to buy a car like this, I know that wasn't easy because I also was an entrepreneur, and I'm an entrepreneur, and I came from nothing. And so my respect, admiration, and appreciation for what it takes to be able to buy one of these with your own money, you don't use the word easy. There's nothing easy about it. And I also feel, and our team does too, a sense of obligation, because when people buy these from us and they place their order, they use the word dream. Imagine you sell, manufacture, build, and package a product that people use the word dream. This is my dream car. I've been dreaming about this forever. I've been watching your posts. I've always wanted one. I've been following you for years, and this is like a dream come true. Let me tell you something. The first thing that comes to my mind is obligation. We're obligated to deliver on that dream. Not just a product, not just a car, it's someone's dream. And I've been there, and I've been on the receiving end of having my dreams destroyed by, let's say, let me be nice about it, because I want to be nice about it. Over-promising and under-delivering. That sucks. And at this price point, you really can't do that. You sell somebody a $250,000, $300,000 car, they've got expectations around timing, around quality, around craftsmanship, around service after delivery, updates, communication, and they also want to know that deep down, like what you promised them is going to actually happen. And so that is our obsession. And if we don't get a 5-star glowing review, unprompted, unmotivated, we don't pay our customers for them or give them any kind of incentive, if that doesn't happen, we're not happy, because our whole goal is to blow our customers away. It really is. And I say that with a smile because the number of customers that we've delivered to, over 250 vehicles of this platform, not even counting restoration, Restomod, and the reviews are very, very solid, and we're never satisfied. So, we're not going to sit back and just enjoy that, but we know we're on the right path, and we're just going to keep making it better and better. All right. So Elizabeth and Greg, cannot wait to see your truck go into test miles, which will be on the alignment rack tomorrow. After test miles, it'll go into our inspection tunnel right here and move right through the process. You are days away, and I cannot wait to see this on the road. Hey, I might even personally shoot the ASMR just because it's so different. I got to find some matching clothes and a matching watch too. Okay, all right, let's keep moving here to this right here. Is our balloon white truck. It is sold. If you wanted this, you were thinking about it, you love that navy blue interior with the plaid, check it out. It is sold. It's going to California. And this thing is an absolute piece of art. Super nautical theme if you're into boats. You got your balloon white, which is a custom Lamborghini paint color. Your teak wood. This is Schumacher on the plaid with your navy blue leather pillows. And the pillows are here because some of our customers, they love it so much they just want to sleep in it. So now you got pillows, soon to be leather blanket as well. Working on that. And while we're standing back here, you can see the modern safety features right here that we blend seamlessly into the design of the vehicle. You've got your rear parking sensors down here. You have your backup camera right there. And then down here, you've got your Roush exhaust. Partner with Roush, best-in-class companies for performance intake exhaust. You got Fox coilover suspension. This also has a 35. So a lot of customers are wanting that bigger, beefier, more aggressive off-road look. And if you're used to like a big truck, like a Raptor, then the 35s with the larger lift really gives it big presence. Or actually this one's 35s as well. So we're seeing a trend here. Or you go 33s, smaller lift, and in all cases you have the ability to do the power steps, which we always highly recommend. Just about every build has them. If you have kids, or you're not super tall, or your wife's not super tall, super easy to get in and out of. And at night, you've got these LEDs that light up the way, which I think is really nice. While we're here, billet aluminum door handles sent to Detroit to be chromed. So we take a space grade block of aluminum on a CNC machine and we sculpt it into this very beautiful piece of art, and then we ship it to Detroit to be chromed. And I always like to point this out because it just shows you our how we go about things. Efficient? No. Cost effective? No. But is it the best? Yes, and here's why. There are chromers in Detroit. We tried them. And if our vendors can't meet our quality, we have two options. We either go somewhere else and find the best in their category, or we vertically integrate. In this case, Detroit, home to one of the best chromers. And so same thing here, billet aluminum gas cap, not plastic, all made here in Atlanta and then shipped to Detroit to be chromed. Again, like why? Because that is the best quality product, and we're not going to put anything that isn't super high quality on this vehicle. We already made it all the way this far just to do the stamping alone. You can imagine what kind of investment that took and what kind of confidence we had to have to go to Detroit and say, you know what, we don't want an old body, we don't want to restore rusty bodies, and we don't even want the reproduction brand new bodies. And here's why. If you look at the vehicles from the past, 1960s, 70s, Land Rover Defender D90, FJ40, Toyota Land Cruiser, old Broncos, short wheelbase, narrow track width, even if you did get perfect metal, it's too small, it's too short, it's not wide enough, right? And therefore, you're right back to the 1960s again. Do you really want a 1960s vehicle? Do you really want a restoration? Or did you just love the look? And with this, when we design our own classic inspired body, we made it wider, we made it longer, we made it bigger. And then of course, the real benefit is underneath all that beautiful sheet metal, you have the peace of mind of today's modern design, engineering, technology. This right here is really what your entire investment rides on. You want the absolute best. You're spending $250,000 plus. Shouldn't it be today's technology, today's engineering, today's drivability, today's reliability, and then you want some luxury on top of that? We've got you covered there. But the peace of mind of knowing that underneath all of that beautiful craftsmanship is not just something that looks good, it drives well, and you won't have to go, oh, it's different than my Range Rover G-Wagon. It's different and it looks different for sure, and far, far more rare and exclusive. I mean, look at this. A Range Rover could never, although I did have a Range Rover that was white, that had a navy blue interior, one of the only ones I'd ever seen. That was a long time ago. This right here is just a really, really cool color combination, and our client snagged it during a live broadcast, just like this one. And so if you see anything here that you want, you can text or call our team. They're standing by to walk you through the process, answer all your questions, get a real live person. It doesn't really matter when you reach out to us. It could be late at night, maybe you're in California, we're in Eastern time, Atlanta, it doesn't matter. You call, you text us, and you're gonna find a knowledgeable person, super passionate, answer your call, and walk you through everything and make sure you're comfortable. Or you want us to put a number on a trade, or you want financing, we can walk you through that as well. And then of course, custom build. You probably have a lot of questions about colors and options. You can go to our configurator at vintagemodern.com and see all of that. This build right here we've been talking a lot about in our factory. Let me pull up the notes here because I really love it when clients do something different. And this truck right here is, let me just make sure. This is Chris. And Chris is a local client. So Chris is somewhere in Atlanta, which I'm really happy about, by the way, because I can't wait to see this again. And I met Chris in person. He came to the factory, did a test drive, and he saw the fit and finish. impressed by the warranty, and this is the one that Chris dedicated to his daughter. And you can see that custom badging right there. So Chris spec'd out midnight blue, Wimbledon white trim. Check out the headlight rings, the emblems, the bumper, and all of your hardware, hinges, mirrors, doors, all around, including the wheels and gas cap. And one of my favorite parts about this build, Chris, if you're watching, you really did an excellent job with the colors. Ball glove leather, teak wood. Again, you got your Wimbledon white accents. And then same thing here, you can barely even see it. This is what I love about blending modern technology with classic inspired design. You can barely see that, but trust me, you're gonna want that. You're backing up your expensive car and you can't see out the back. There's no beeping like you're used to in your Range Rover. There's no camera. Really makes a big difference. So, and then my favorite part though, and for all of us here in the factory, stripes. Chris went with custom stripes. Check that out. And how good does that look? Really, really nice. I took a picture of it when I was here yesterday. Just really, really nice. So Chris, you are in the inspection tunnel and you will see this beautiful midnight blue truck move into final detail and final inspection, which will be tomorrow, which is Tuesday. And I hope you're coming to pick it up because I'd love to see you again and shake hands with you and thank you for your business. So Chris, you're very, very close to being done and cannot wait. Another note about Chris is that Chris was also considering when he was car shopping, because I know you have other options and you're probably, thinking and weighing about, do you want to get this or something else? He was looking at a Hennessy Raptor, Hennessy Bronco Raptor, and a Resvani tank. And when he sat inside and he saw the fit and finish, it was a no-brainer. And this is, to me, if you know what you're looking for, if you have a good eye for quality and details and fit and finish, and gap and flush, and your eye attracts to imperfections, anything that's not perfectly parallel or perpendicular. I'm OCD, and we only hire OCD people, so we have a whole team of us, and all we do is just scrutinize everything. And like any artist, we're never satisfied. So this truck, by anybody's standard, is going to be just about perfect. But I can tell you, our team will look at it and we'll go, well, we can do this better, we can do that better. And that's all part of our continuous improvement mindset. But it's not just a verbal thing or a memory and feel thing. I can tell you, on Chris's truck, this data point of the measurement between here and here, there and there, on every gap is measured in a database, which tells us how we're scoring, and we always review the scores after every build to ensure that people, process, and parts are constantly improving. What gets measured gets improved. You can't just say you want to make it better. You can't just, have a slogan on the wall about quality. You actually have to have data, because data is never going to lie, and the data is going to tell you, how come this is 2 millimeters and this is 1.5? We got a problem, right? And it would never make it, past here and shipped with that kind of issue. And because we have so many layered audits and inspections all along the way at every single station, all the way from the very beginning, it allows us to have lots and lots of data so that we can be extremely meticulous down to the millimeter. So right here, these are our classic, brand new, American-made steel body panels. Jair, how you doing, man? Doing great, doing great. Let's go take a look over here at Jair, one of our body guys. And these guys, they take a tremendous amount of pride in their work, and everything is checked using software. We input all the data, torque spec for every nut and bolt. And this right here, this phase, this is just pre-fit, right? So we're not even gonna paint or do any body work like this. We're just gonna fit it up to make sure all the lines and gaps are completely to spec. And I'll show you how we do that right here. Again, not eyeballed. We don't eyeball anything. we measure it with gap gauges down to the millimeter. So you can see same gap here, same gap there, all the way to there, all the body lines, all the gaps. And even then, it's measured, and then we take a picture of it, we have a ruler, we input it so that we have just tons and tons of data, because we're trying to constantly dial it in not until we can get it right, but until we can't get it wrong. And that is how you build quality at scale. Very, very difficult to do a show quality paint job and bodywork at scale. And what I mean by that is we're not just building 1 or 2 or 5 or 10. Every day we start a new build, and every day we ship another build to some lucky person somewhere on this planet. And it allows us to control quality, and then we review the score of people, process, and parts every single day. And that's how we've done what it is we've done. And I've got to give a shout out to the people, because you can have all the data and all the tools and all the process you want, but at the end of the day, if your product is hand-built, whether it's a vehicle or a boat or a house, anything that's hand-built, it's all about your people. They can't be workers. They can't be just employees or people with jobs that work at a company for a paycheck. In a handcrafted product like this, where the standard is perfection and we're being compared to Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, McLaren, AMG, the people, they have to love what they do. Because in addition to people, process, and parts, like Sharon over here and Jonathan, how are you guys?
Hi, we're good. How you doing?
Good, doing great. You have people, you have process, you have parts, but you need the passion. I'm telling you, this is a cheat code for any business. If you're watching out there and you own a business, or you're an executive, you have people, you work, and whatever it is you do, there's always just about people involved, and the people matter significantly. And we painstakingly looked and recruited and were careful at hand selecting people who, number one, share the passion. And it's relatively easy for us because of our brand and our following. A lot of the people, if not all of them, that we interview already follow us. They're already fans. That's such a cool, lever for us, because then that love is there. Before, whether they get a job here or not, we can call it a job, they already love it. They've already obsessed over the colors. They've already obsessed over the videos. They already know, who we are and how we do things. And then you have to find people that, of course, have the foundation, the skill, and the ability to learn, but people who want to be in a high-performance environment, which is not easy at all. None of what we do is easy. If it looks easy, then congratulations to the team because they made it look easy. It is not. Every bit of it is, every day full of challenges and obstacles. But if you have people who love this, they're super passionate, they want to grow, they want to learn, and they want to pour themselves into something, that is very different from a job, right? Most people don't even like their jobs. But if you love what you do, and you have a whole team of people who also love what they do, it is an incredible thing, because now you're a player on a team, like Sharon and Jonathan over here, not an employee, in Station 1 doing tasks A through Z. I can tell you that is the biggest difference here. And I didn't know that when I started this company. I didn't start it on purpose. I started this company by accident, purely out of passion. But it was that passion that I had for cars in general, but especially the one that broke down and had all the problems, that led me to go after this. And in doing so, we brought on people like Jonathan, like Sharon, like Seth, like Tom, and there's a whole crew, an army of them. And they care tremendously. They're super skilled, very, very good at what they do. And we really have a lot of fun doing this, because back to the word dream, everyone here knows how much these cars cost. They know what other vehicles are going to be in our customer's garage. And they know that all of it is on a big public stage. And they know that the only acceptable outcome is that when the customer gets that vehicle, they're going to be over the moon about it. And believe it or not, the biggest reward that our team looks forward to is not just quality scores after every inspection, it's the 5-star reviews. Because the 5-star reviews tells you everything you need to know about whether or not you delivered on time and with quality and service. And so it really is what we look forward to. I personally also love those. I've got a notification that goes off immediately, and we always share them with our team at every morning meeting, and it's just so cool. I had a client come here last week, I think it was, and I mentioned them to you, Mike and Danny, and they mentioned that they read all the reviews and they heard and read the consistency in what it is our delivered customers have to say about the product, about the experience, about the service, about the people. It wasn't just the vehicle. The vehicle's really, really good. But when they have a great experience, they were updated with good communication, we met the deadline that we promised, and then we follow up, and if anything comes up, I can tell you, our warranty tells you a lot about who we are as people and as a company. Our warranty is very simple. If anything pops up after delivery, cosmetically or mechanically, and it really doesn't matter, oops, hey, I did something, whatever, we don't really care. Now, if you're gonna go abuse it, don't do that. That's never happened, so we're not even worried about that. But the point is that anything that pops up, you have a concierge, you know who they are, they know who you are, you've been talking to them, they gave you updates, you got a personal relationship with them, and we don't care what day of the week it is and what time it is. It just doesn't matter to us. If something pops up, especially customer facing after delivery, we're gonna get back to you very quickly. We're gonna try to resolve it remotely very, very quickly. And if we cannot resolve it remotely, we have dedicated certified traveling technicians that work for us full time. They know the product inside and out. They're experts in the vehicle. They come to your house. We don't outsource it. It's not up to you to go find the mechanic locally who's gonna fix it and then send a receipt. I think that is absolutely crazy. And so instead, we come to you. You don't have to go anywhere. Don't even get up. We'll come to your house, in your driveway, fly our certified traveling technicians, and they're gonna come to your house, and they're gonna take care of it, and they're gonna hand you a bill for $0. Not even a bill. We don't even have an invoice for that. And our budget for that is also zero, meaning that it doesn't matter what it costs. And it tells you a couple things. One, we're obligated. Let's go back to who buys a car, how hard they work for, how much money it is, and how I grew up. You had to do those things right? You don't get this car by getting lucky. And so people worked hard for it. That obligation, as you can see right here in final inspection, one of many, many hundreds, if not thousands of inspections all along the line, ensures that before this truck is delivered, we're gonna get management sign off on it. But it's our process, our people, and our parts that allows us to ship these all over, and we won't hesitate. It doesn't matter where you are. And we're gonna do it very fast too. So warranty, big, big deal. You're shopping for a restoration, Restomod, ask them explicitly about the warranty. What do you cover? What do you not? How do you handle it? How long will it take? What will it cost me? And ask them for references. Say, hey, can you give me a client that's had a warranty claim? I wanna understand what it is you did, how long it took, what it cost, did you fix it right the first time, all that stuff. And I can tell you, we wouldn't hesitate other than the privacy of our clients, because we know that the best outcome for you, for any vehicle, I don't care if you have a Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bentley, they're all kind of the same, honestly, in the way they do warranty. No one's coming to your house. They probably don't know you. And you're not always going to get away with no bill, because they'll say, well, you weren't supposed to do this and that, so we'll cover parts but not labor, or maybe we'll split it. And that's the problem you have with the dealer. Dealer is not the manufacturer, likely, right? The dealer, they sell the car, manufacturer builds the car. In this case, we built the vehicle, and we're going to stand behind it. Front to back, inside out, mechanically, cosmetically. And we wouldn't want anybody else to touch it, honestly, because we own the customer, and we own that obligation, and we know it better than anybody else. So warranty, it's not something I think a lot of people talk about, but I can tell you, you purchase a vehicle like this, you want that peace of mind. I would too. And I've been on the receiving end of custom-built vehicles that were very expensive, and it was just like a negotiation. Really? And it was like I had to fight for it, and I had to be like, oh, well, aren't you going to cover that? I just don't think that's right. I don't know that that's right at any price point, but especially not right when you're spending 250, 300 grand. Big deal. Okay. All right. So one quick sweep here, and then I'm going to show you a couple others that are in stock and ready to ship. You've got, this is our pickup line here, and in this pickup line, you have vehicles that are ready to go. These are ready to ship. And what I love about the pickup line is that you don't have the trailer outside like guys waiting on you. These are ready to go. They've been ready to go. They can pick up at any time, which tells you that on schedule, on time adherence is a big deal to us. And it's a testament to the team's execution. Very difficult to do. This right here is Shannon's truck. Shannon is the one in Georgia who has 2 old Broncos and a Shelby Cobra. And I believe Shannon's going to pick this up in person. If so, can't wait to see your reaction. And I just know as a classic car guy, you will be blown away with the fit and finish, the quality, the drivability. I already know you know because you already drove it. But to be able to see your creation, which I think is really cool, Shannon went with GT Silver. I'm going to be very careful here because it's already signed off on. And a malt leather interior. Check that out. Cannot wait. Very, very nice. If you like GT Silver, we have a low mileage pre-owned demo truck with GT Silver. Very similar spec in that it has chrome trim and the vintage stripes, but it has a tobacco leaf leather interior. Text or call our team. The phone number is in the captions. You can DM us on Instagram and we'll walk you through that build and show you what that one's all about. Okay. All right, so here we are in our studio and I'm going to show you a couple builds. This is Brittany Blue. It's for sale right now and it has every option and ball glove interior. This is a really nice truck. And one thing I love about this, check out the seats, pleated. So we do a lot of diamond. So this one's pleated. Brittany Blue dash, Wimbledon white roll bar, chrome trim, vintage stripe with no pinstripe. And you can see it's got the 33-inch tires. You have the matching Brittany Blue brake calipers, the Fox coilover suspension, every option, including the Roush Performance package. You got your power steps. Tan soft top, currently in safari mode. And of course you have to have the teak wood with the premium Focal audio sound system with 10-inch sub. I know our customers are enjoying the sound system. I always had big sound systems when I was a kid in high school, but I did it, you know, kind of the do-it-yourself MacGyver way, and they were never that great, and I could never afford really nice stuff, so it was always cutting in and out. But sound system, I kind of fell in love with again in my late 30s, early 40s, because my kids, as they were growing up, were really into music, as I'm sure your kids are, and it kind of like reignites a spark in music. So you can't have great music without a great sound system. And so my kids were always like, Dad, let's go for a drive. Let's go get ice cream. Let's go get dinner. And I'd have really nice sound systems. And they just thought I was the coolest dad because they could play their music. It sounded really good. And you can appreciate really good music. And it's not that it's just loud. It's not that it's loud. It can be loud if you want it to be. It's just really high quality. And everything we do is just over the top. So you got your ball glove. It's like a really nice Hermes handbag with all the stitching and the details, except it houses your speaker. Your speaker is spoiled, by the way. And then of course your teak wood back here. Little details like this leather strap, which I love. And your hidden cooler where you can throw your ice back there. By the way, thank you Mark Wahlberg for the repost. We had a little Flecha Azul. If you're into liquor, not while you're driving, we shot a really cool reel where we didn't accomplish our January goals. It was to drink more water, but we just ended up drinking more. So anyway, check that out. If you go to Mark Wahlberg's page, you'll see that Flecha Azul. Very, very nice liquor company and just a really, really cool product. So Brittany Blue in stock, ready for immediate delivery. It is 4:44 p.m. and Monday Eastern time. You can put a deposit on this right now and take it, and then do wire tomorrow. We'll get it all prepped and ship it anywhere in the world. So it is Monday. You could be driving it this weekend. So wherever it is you are, it could be snowing, it could be raining, it could be icy, it could be warm. I don't know where it's warm right now. Probably only in South Florida. Even South Florida was cold last weekend. You could be driving it. And the beauty is because it is built with this underneath. Not an old car, not a restoration, not a restomod. Even if it was snowing or raining or bad weather, you could still drive it because modern cars, like the one you drove today, you're not really like, oh shoot, it's raining, I'm not gonna drive today. Old cars, you have to worry about that. This right here, not an old car. So this is built on a 2025 chassis, every option, and a fresh build, completely ready to go. Someone grab this on the live right now, and you could be driving it this weekend. How cool. All right, so this is Brittany Blue. That's Jason Myers from the Seahawks. He's busy. He's got a big game this weekend, Super Bowl. You know who we're cheering for. Go Seahawks. And when it's done, we'll be shipping it out to him. So he texted me. It was the funniest thing. He's like, hey, man, I'm so sorry. I've been really busy. I'm like, dude, you're the Super Bowl. Don't worry about it. We'll keep it for as long as you need. So all good. And that's Wimbledon white, black trim. This is a really cool color combination because Wimbledon white, you usually go, chrome. This has the Raven black grille, Raven black wheels, and the matching black soft top. Really cool. Okay, midnight blue truck. This is 3267. Let me take a look at my notes. While I'm looking at my notes here, I'm also going to show you this Caribbean turquoise, and you've seen it posted. It is for sale, and this is the one with the gorgeous white rock interior. Take a look at that. Same deal here, 4:46 p.m. Eastern time here in Atlanta. You can call or text right now, put a deposit down on it, hold it. We can settle up tomorrow and we can ship it anywhere in the world. We had a client, two clients, fly their builds to outside of the US by plane. So that's one way to do it. Some additional charges, can be expected there. But very easy for us to ship enclosed trailer anywhere in the country. And if you want to ship it somewhere else in the world, we can assist with that as well. So Caribbean turquoise, every option in stock right now. It's Monday, 5 o'clock, not even Eastern time. You could be driving this Caribbean turquoise truck this weekend. I believe I saw a text saying it might be pending sale. So reach out to us. Okay, and then this 3267 Midnight Blue is in the studio, which means we're just wrapped up with it. Matt, unless you bought two of these, I may have confused your other one with this one, so I apologize. But either way, not for sale. Midnight Blue, and this color combination is just absolutely classic. Has vintage stripes. Looks like 35s, but I can't tell. It's kind of dark over here. Yep, these are 35. Oh, here we go. So this right here is a great example of a 33-inch tire with a small lift on a 35-inch with a 3-inch lift. Both of them have the Fox coilover suspension, which is adjustable, but you got a 33-inch tire here, a 35-inch tire there, and then let me see if you can tell the difference. So you see the bumper height right here? A little taller here by a few inches. So it depends on how you like your truck and your stance. 35s, 33, 3-inch lift, 1-inch lift, and then let me show you over here. You can see how that Midnight Blue one sits a little bit higher. All depends on personal preference. We never lift them too high because drivability, center of gravity, that's a big deal to our customers. But here you've got two really great options. Which one would you pick? Lift it on 35s or the 33? So Caribbean turquoise for sale, in stock, ready for immediate delivery. I'm extremely sure this is going to sell very quickly. Super rare for us to have these builds ready to go. You should grab it because every day into the future, it'll just get busier and busier. And this Midnight Blue is not for sale. The Wimbledon White not for sale, but this Brittany Blue in stock, also ready to ship. So you've got some good options here with this fully spec'd out truck. and with this one. And then last but not least, Whisper Pink. Pink on pink. Absolutely gorgeous interior. And this is the ultimate Valentine's Day present. Valentine's Day, according to my calendar. What is today? February 2nd. Happy Groundhog's Day, by the way. It's next weekend. So don't be like most guys and grab flowers that are leftovers at the grocery store. Grab a card, which is also leftover at the grocery store, sitting in your car like all the other guys at 5:30 p.m. on your way home, and get your wife a card and dead flowers. Instead, you should get her this. This is the ultimate present for the person who has everything. You got Whisper Pink matching brake calipers, every single option as well. And best part is, you don't have to worry about anything. It's not gonna break down, it's not gonna leak, it's not gonna squeak, it's not gonna rattle. It's even waterproof too. The soft top's all waterproof and we water test it. And if you really want something special, unique, and rare, that is a piece of art that you can actually drive and enjoy, this is a lot of fun. The most fun you can have on 4 wheels. Handles also billet aluminum, and these are painted bright white. Automatic transmission. I love the stitching on this. Take a look at those details. I don't care what you have in your garage. When you sit inside of this, you will immediately know that a lot of skill and craftsmanship and love went into every single detail. This is 900 hours of handcrafted art into a package that looks like nothing else on the road. Could be driven every single day, FMVSS compliant, 6 airbags, crash tested, and somebody is going to really love this. And so, ready to go and in stock now. You can text or call us, and our team will walk you through the process. And so here you've got Whisper Pink for sale, Caribbean Turquoise. I am told that it may be pending sale, so move quickly on this if you're interested. And you've got Brittany Blue right here. We started off the live with that matte gray. It's unlisted, so you're not even going to see it on our website. So your best bet is to text or call our team. We sell several vehicles every month on our live broadcast where people just see it, they like it, they call in, they talk to our sales team during the live, put a deposit down, they secure it, I go back in the sales room and it's gone. So there you have it. And these are just a few, all these right here, custom builds waiting in the queue, and it's getting busier and busier by the day. So if you are interested in a custom build, talk to us, reach out to us. We would love to walk you through the process and educate you and give you the answers, right? It's all consultative. You know, we know that you probably don't know a lot about cars. You're probably not a car expert. You don't know how this stuff goes. It's a very intimidating process and daunting for most people. But we'll give you all the objective answers and share with you all of our learnings from restoration to Restomod to this fully modernized classic, and help you make a decision. And if you choose to go with us, fantastic. We'll support that. And if you don't, then we hope that we could be a great sounding board to help you get to the right decision. Most people, I can tell you, the traditional classic car is probably not for you. Just because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to go through. And if you are a mechanic or you have the desire and ability to wrench and fix your own car, then maybe you are. For everybody else, you want a modern vehicle, looks classic, all the safety features, all the technology, all the normal driving characteristics. And in this case, like this matte gray one, just a really, really cool looking, like nothing else on the road. Okay, so reach out to our team. You can text or call, go to vintagemodern.com, and you can see some of the builds on there, but your best bet is to reach out to our team, and cannot wait to have a conversation. And thank you for all your love and support. We'll see you guys tomorrow.